who is he? Who is Ayub Ogada? He was playing the traditional Kenyan harp instrument. It's called Nyatiti. Unfortunately, he passed away 3 years ago. My name is Qilin. The first time I came to Kenya, it was 2011, and since then I worked and lived in Kenya, I think at least more than 5 years. Yeah, so I was working since 2011 until 2015, and then I left. I was traveling around. So I just came back last year as a photographer and artist. So at the beginning, I was working for a government project, which was to building vocational training institute in Kenya. It's like university, but mainly focus on how to make students to transform into a skilled worker. Also in Kenya, there is an art form, the name is Jua Kali. Jua means the sun, and Kali means really strong sun. So Jua Kali is really describing the local workers and also artists. They are working without a shelter, and they try to utilize all kinds of materials and just do their work. And I really like this concept, and after I've been living here and interacting with other Kenyan artists, I really feel inspired by their work, especially street art. The first project I just finished, like this month, is a photo of my friend Ayub Ogada. So the photo was taken 10 years ago, and he was a very good friend of me. His music was made around the 80s and 90s last century. So a lot of young people, they are not familiar with this person. So I really want to put his photo in the community, in the street. So the people, especially young people, when they see it, so they will ask, they can ask the question that, who is he? Who is Ayub Ogada? As I say, photos is a slice of the memory of space and time. The ceramic tile, they can last very, very long. So how do I put it? One of the company, they are the largest ceramic tile manufacturer here in Africa. Here in Kenya, maybe even the largest in the East Africa. So they have the capacity to print photos into tile. Not only make this project possible, but actually make it even better. What I want is a mural, is a wall. So we have to divide the photos into 54 pieces, small pieces, and not only divide it, but also make them connect, seamlessly to each other. So you can see this one is kind of like a spoiled print, and So we did a lot of experiment. First, how to make the exposure correct. It's not too bright, not too dark, and also the contrast, and also like how to tune the color temperature. So it takes a lot of work, really, and I think we print like hundreds of tiles, and eventually we made it. So I happen to have another friend of mine, and he has this company. It's Ahadi, and their product is Connect, which is providing low budget or affordable internet to the local communities. So they have a very strong and very good connections into the local community. So they say, okay, no problem, I can provide a wall for you, and I can even choose a really nice location close to the main street, and people can see it. So now I got the best print I can have, because you put it on the wall, and this one can last years, decades, even hundreds of years. Who knows? Maybe even more. Yeah, and even though my friend Ayub is not there, even someday maybe I'm not here anymore, but this piece of memory of Kenyan art and culture might last much longer than us. So I really like this concept. I contact the company I worked before, which is AVIC International. They happen to be one of the largest construction companies here in Kenya. So their management said, no problem, that they're really supportive. I really appreciate that. So they find a wall, and they spent like a whole week to make the wall clean. Another week, so we put on tile, and it's really, really nice. I really appreciate that. I'm using my project as an initiative to trigger the momentum that more artists can participate. Not only Chinese, but also Kenyan artists, that we can put more murals and also like more different kinds of art, maybe painting or like all other photos. So hopefully you can come and see my work, and hopefully if you wish, you can join me.